Dolph Ziggler, the god of selling. He elevates every single move to the wonderland of Ziggler. Wrestling knows so many great sellers: The Rock, Shawn Michaels, Ricochet, Mr. Perfect. But in my opinion, Dolph has the uniqueness that no one has in the history of professional wrestling. Wrestling is all about inspiration. We love scenes that we have seen in the past in a brand new colors. To enjoy things that represent some immortal picture, but it's always fresh. Dolph brings excitement with monkey flips. When I started my history with professional wrestling, I remember I had my jaw on the floor when I saw our hairstyle pasta wrestler flipping himself in the ring. Commitment that he shows and the electricity on these landings. At the end of the day, Dolph Ziggler with monkey flips doesn't feel any percentage of regret, so he can land his face first on the mat, like he was touched by the taser. Dolph can say "nailed it" every time when he takes spear. It doesn't matter if it's Edge, Goldberg, Reigns. To be fair, I haven't seen bad spear Ziggler took. And you probably can ask, why? Cause he is the god at what he's doing. My one of favorite spears to Ziggler was from SummerSlam 2019. Goldberg brutalized Ziggler, but before he did it, Dolph shoot his feet to Bill. He did extraordinary super kick, and he was in flames. He knew that he had one opportunity to end this battle, and when he wanted to close this repertoire, Goldberg delivered awesome spear. He break him into million pieces. At the same place of greatness must be Edge. On some episode on SmackDown, when Vicky Guerrero was shouting outside of the ring, furious Edge wanted to pierce his opponent. Fuzzy Wuzzy Ziggler didn't know what's coming, and in the blink of an eye, Ziggler took spear and stand on his head like Shawn Michaels. Pure poetry of devastation. RKO, of course, couldn't be missing. Ziggler has multiple tactics how to present this move. I'm begging you, WWE, if you want to teach new players in the game how to sell, let them give a Ziggler there. With RKO he did some spins. I see a little inspiration from monkey flips. Or maybe just Ziggler was listening to this. And the second form that Ziggler has presented was something like a kickback, like a rubber ball. I don't know why, but I love it. It is strange, but it reminds me of physics from some arcade game. Sometimes Dolph acts like some sniper shoot him, especially when he throws punches. The best one was from SmackDown when Dolph Ziggler had a rematch with Edge for World Heavyweight Championship. Whole ring was in confetti. As always, Vicky Guerrero said to WWE,
"Excuse me, it's Ziggler's turn to run the table."
Unlucky for Vicky, Teddy Long appeared and he said, "Vicky has to go." She was furious, as always. She did more
Shouting.
but finally she left. After this, Teddy said that he has a new security for Dolph Ziggler, and it was Big Show. Ziggler was furious. He pushed Show, and Show punched him like no one. Dolph did his sell like a ragdoll. Big Show didn't wait for permission what to do with Ziggler. He grabbed him by his leg and he went with him on the backstage. WND in your face, Mr. Dolph Ziggler. Dolph has well-known spot with turnbuckle, and this is probably the reason why he had this sort of hair. I miss them, bring them back. WWE wrestlers tend to appear in the ring with wet hair because punches look better, and the whole performance is more pleasant for them, to feel more fresh. When you see Dolph, you can bet that he will throw himself into turnbuckle to attack little Jimmy or John Cena. Yes, you can see them, but Dolph see them perfectly, and he headbutt them very roughly, sometimes from catapult, sometimes with running clothesline or running dropkick. For him, it doesn't matter. He always catch them like Pokemons. It's not like Dolph Ziggler can only take normal actions on the higher level. He also knows how to play with high-risk maneuvers. Reverse suplex from the third rope? That's nothing. Piece of a cake. When he fought with Alberto Del Rio at Payback 2014 for... let's think a little bit. World Heavyweight Championship. He met with reverse suplexes, but with dropkick that I felt in the first moment botched dropkick. Ziggler was outside of the ring. He pretended like he didn't know what's going on and where he is. Del Rio took the advantage by putting his both fists in the back of Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler is dead, I thought at first. For this day, I'm not pretty sure what has happened. It was a botch or a great work. Lucky for Dolph, right now is meaningless, cause he's still walking, talking and fighting. Of course, it's a lesson. And it's the best example to never try this at home if you are not professional athlete. Everything is for the people who think and train like Dolph Ziggler. Use your brain and don't be stupid. Of course, I have to mention the best preparation of 619. The Ray will do some hurricane or someone stumbles and we have 619. Voila, that's ordinary 619. But at Night of the Champions 2009, Rey Mysterio fought with Dolph Ziggler for World Intercontinental Championship. Dolph sold great classic Mysterio combination that he always ends with hard kick. That kick was loud, for sure. But okay, move to 619. Dolph Ziggler caught Rey's leg, but smart luchador performed an enziguri right to his opponent's head. Ziggler did a sort of dance spin to the second rope. It looked natural, and what's more phenomenal, then it was already formal. Ziggler was so tired that he reminded a dehydrated guy who walked 3 days straight in the desert. Rey bounces off the ropes, and we have made classic phenomenal 619. The last thing is the bro kick. Ziggler here is look like a swept card. There are many bro kicks that made a huge impression on me, but it makes me wonder how to explain it. Just like with dropkick from Alberto Del Rio, pro wrestling is a piece of its own. I'm confident Dolph Ziggler will be inducted to Hall of Fame. Maybe he wasn't superstar of many championships, but he performed on the highest level possible, always loyal to WWE. Why he never ran to AEW or different company? Maybe for him WWE was the most relevant federation and he doesn't want to play with substitutes. I wish him the best in his future career and matches. I want to see more. Thank you Dolph for what you are doing. He is a show-off, and all shows around the world belongs to Dolph Ziggler. If you want to see another video about sells, bumps and extreme stuff, click on the left side. See you in the next video. It was Repeta Wrestling.